This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Boston Scott, his first carry. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. On second down, it's Scott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now Scott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. On second down now. It's Scott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now Wentz on third down. Looking deep for his tight ender. It's caught inside the 25. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They run with Howard, and this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Here's Wentz to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's bring it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. The big fella, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Man, move it. You got to get that.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Check on that. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Check 26. Go.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. 20, 10, 5, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
That's a gain of 7.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the shotgun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Now it's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into the
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
14, got it. Jim.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. On first down, Wilson. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Gordon there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influence that's going into the head coach's ear.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. That's
going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and
11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And an Allen to run. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Howard. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 70 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Check Mike 27.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. That's to his running back, complete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, they run with Howard. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Howard. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Now Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.